Welcome back. It is Saturday, November 18th in the NBA. My three favorite picks are on the way. It's Austin from Calling Our Shot, joined today by my favorite special guest. Sorry, Logan. The Broom, a 5-0 sweep yesterday. Exactly what we needed. Let's talk about it, do a victory lap, then dive into today's picks. Devin Booker's over in rebounds plus assists, a 1.5 unit play. Should have put 100 units on it. The man had 15 assists. He crushed that line. Wembanyama easily hit his over in points. Trae Young got his double-double rather easily. Jokic hit the boards. And then our only one that was real close was Aaron Gordon's over in points plus rebounds. He ended with 22 on the dot. Now, the only negative is that we did have our parlay play entry, and that involved Aaron Gordon to score 15 points, ended with 14. But a 5-0 sweep, we will not complain at all about that. Let's hopefully continue that momentum today. We have three picks. Let's go 3-0, extend this to an 8-0 run. If you are making some money with me, hit that subscribe button. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, drop a like too. Now, we are going to talk about Underdog Fantasy a little bit later on at the end of the video. Underdog, great option, but they have a free square right now for you guys for Russell Wilson to just get 1 yard on Sunday Night Football in the NFL. Even if you don't watch the NFL, Russell Wilson's going to get 1 yard. So it is for new users. So make sure, if you are a new user, make sure you sign up using our code COS. You'll get a 100% deposit match up to $100. So you deposit $25, now you got 50. Deposit 50, you got 100. You got to deposit 100, now you get 200. It's free money. Take advantage of it. Underdog Fantasy, we love them. I'll have an Underdog Fantasy entry at the end of this video trying to turn $25 into 150. So if you want to tell me, it's on Underdog. Here's all the states in the US where you will see Underdog Fantasy available in. You just need pick them and you're good to tail all those entries. We also talked about Underdog Fantasy in one of our NFL videos, which one of them is already live on the channel. You can go check it out. It is linked on, I'll put it in the top of the pinned comment. I'll put it in the description. I'll put it at the end of the video. Go check it out. I have two 1.5 unit plays in the NFL for Sunday, and I also have another Sunday NFL video coming live at 12 p.m. Eastern time, so at noon, at lunchtime. And we have our NFL long shot video that you guys all love, where we try to turn $10 into $1,000, just one long shot parlay. We took a couple weeks off because we've been busy, but that will be live later on this evening, probably around 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. But enough of all that jibber jabber. Let's dive into the picks today. The first one's going to be a guy I'm sure you know of. His name is Luka Doncic. I like his over 37.5 points plus assist minus 110 on DraftKings. Now, the only book that had this at 38.5 while I was typing it up was FanDuel. What's a surprise? They always have the lines up one higher, but I still do like him there. I don't necessarily know if I'd play it for a full unit, but I still do think Luka is going to get that over. And my favorite pivot, if you can't take points plus assists, we're just taking his over in points. I'm going to be honest, Luka, we're not hitting his line unless he scores close to 30 points. Now, he can't go out there and get 28 points, like 11, 12 assists, but he's probably going to need a lot of points. So we're going to need at least 25 out of him. But let's talk about Luka so far this season. He's averaging 30.7 points per game and 8.1 assists per game. That's good for 38.8 points plus assists. Not too shabby. If he has an average game today, we probably cash. And we've seen him have 38 plus points plus assists, cash in this line in 7 of 12 games. Now, he is under in 2 straight games, a couple of those via blowouts where the games just were not close, but I expect him to absolutely dominate the Bucks today, a team that we've talked about struggles to defend opposing ball handlers. Now, last year they were pretty good at defending them because I had Drew Holiday, arguably the best perimeter defender in the league. He's obviously in Boston now. We've seen them get cooked. Last night, LaMelo Ball, 37 points, only 5 assists. Halliburton dominated them. Cade Cunningham dominated them. Cam Thomas, Brunson, the list goes on and on. Guys with the ball in their hands have dominated this Bucks team because now they got Damian Lillard, who knows if he even plays. This is a back-to-back for them. Malik Beasley, Chris Middleton, their backcourt, and really is just not good. Now they lean on Giannis and Brook Lopez down low to kind of limit those points in the paint, but guards can go berserk against them, and that's happened not only last year, this year, but also Luka, just in his career, has dominated the Bucks. I don't know if he wakes up extra, angry at this team, but I don't know. But I don't really care. His last 6 games versus Milwaukee, he's averaged 30.5 points per game, 13.2 assists per game. That's 43.7 points plus assists. He's had 55, 41, 36, 47, 39, and 44 points plus assists in his last 6 against them, going over in 5 of 6. Now, this over-under set to 242.5 for good reason. Not only do the Bucks not play a whole lot of defense except for in the paint, neither do the Mavericks. This should be a fast-paced game, and I think this is a close one. Even if the Bucks do rest a couple guys, I still think the Mavs keep this one close. I think this is we could have a 28-10 type game from Luka, or we could see him honestly get close to hitting the over, just points alone, which is wouldn't be too surprising. But I like to tack on those assists because I know a lot of people are going to be on Luka's points today. I like tacking on the assists because Luka averaging 8.1 assists per game, as I talked about, 10.7 adjusted assists per game. That's like guys maybe getting fouled instead of laying it in, or maybe they're just missing shots they probably make. And he's averaging 15.5 potential assists. So pretty good high assist numbers. We know the ball's going to be in his hands almost every single minute that he's on the court. And so I think with a high over under at 242, I think there's a lot of opportunities for assists, which is why I'd rather take the points plus assist line for Luka. I really think he's in for a big night. But like I said, points, if you had to take an individual line, points is the way to go. I really do think the points plus assist is the better way to do it. I'd rather not ask for the PRAs, although he could grab some rebounds. There's just going to be a lot of big men out there like Giannis, Brook Lopez, and then you're probably going to see the Mavericks have to match that with size too. So Luka, we're counting on you. Only one unit, nothing too crazy. Now my second pick is going to be the guy on my shirt, a former COS Hall of Famer, a guy that's just, he's awesome to watch. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, over 30.5 points, minus 120 on FanDuel. You'll see him abbreviated to SGA because his name's too long for me to fit it all on one slide, but hopefully he absolutely dominates the Warriors tonight. And I really like SGA. If you've never watched SGA, what are you doing? Definitely go check him out. He is awesome. He's been super good for the Thunder over the past couple of years, especially this season, just as good. He's averaging 28.8 points per game, so a little bit lower than this line, but if you remove his 7-point random game, he's averaging 31, so right on this line. But SGA and the Thunder back on the road in Golden State, taking on the Warriors, team that they just blew out. And in that game, SGA, 24 points on 6 of 21 shooting, 28.6%, terrible for him. The Thunder, as a team, shot 19 of 32, nearly 60% from the three-point line. SGA did not play in the fourth quarter. He had 29 minutes. Yeah, I can't guarantee a lot of things, but I can guarantee you this. The Thunder will not be shooting nearly 60% from the three-point line tonight. Isaiah Joe, 7 for 7. You have Josh Giddey going 3 for 3. That is very unlikely to happen again, and I can probably guarantee you that it's not happening again. And we saw the Warriors kind of doubling SGA, and he's been kicking it out to the shooters, and they were making him pay. Now, I'm not saying they switch up their game plan a ton, but the volume enough was there for SGA to hit this over. And while the Warriors are notoriously a team that will double and trap you if you're trying to drive, hard to do that with the guy that just passed it, and his team was knocking down 60% of three-pointers, and a lot of them were wide open. So we've seen SGA, 21 field goal attempts in only 29 minutes. I will take that volume any day of the week. If we can get similar volume and maybe a couple more minutes in the fourth, we should hit this one. And look, SGA, he only shot less than 40% from the field. He stunk. But he's shooting 51% from the field this season. He's only shot below 40% twice this season. The other time was that weird 7-point game. He went out and hit the over pretty easily the next game. And look, you usually just don't see SGA attempt and have bad shooting performances back to back. That's just not what he does. He has a lot of high percentage looks. Heck, he went 3 for 14 on non-three-pointers. He went 3 for 7 from 3, but he did not knock down those mid-ranges and shots that he normally makes. I anticipate him making those tonight, and SGA is over this line in 6 of 11 games, so not too bad of a hit rate. 3 of his 5 misses, though, were all via blowouts. He did not play 30 minutes, didn't see the court in the fourth quarter. I think this is a game that's pretty close. He's attempted 20-plus field goal attempts in 8 games this season, so a lot of volume for him. And last year, when he attempted 20-plus field goal attempts, he hit this over in 30 of 40 such games. So look, all of this here, I think the volume will be there for SGA tonight. I think this game is close. I just don't see them getting blown out again. The Warriors, that is, at home. Stephen Curry hopefully is back tonight. But at the end of the day, the volume's too high for SGA. He could hit this in the third quarter. Certainly he's done that before. But I think he probably plays in the fourth tonight, and he probably takes us home then. So give me SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, over 30.5 points. Second pick of the day. Now my third pick is going to be a guy that I don't like betting on. I won't lie to you. I don't have a shirt for him. If he comes through today, maybe I'll change my tone on him, but I'm going to need him to step up, or else you probably won't see me bet on him a ton this year. It's Rudy Gobert to record a double-double, which is currently plus 100 on FanDuel. Now, double-double, let's be honest, pathway to victory, 10 points, 10 rebounds. So if maybe you're on a book that doesn't offer the double-double exactly, prompt like, I select yes or over 0.5, take him for 10 points and 10 rebounds if you can, same game parlay, something like that. Now, if you are on maybe like a PrizePicks or something, maybe they'll give out a double-double prop, well, you can take his over 22.5 points plus rebounds. I obviously would prefer the 10 points, 10 reps than taking the over 22.5 points plus rebounds, but you do what you want with your money. But let's talk about Gobert this season. He's been all right. Let's talk about him. 10 reps in 10 of 11 games. So he's getting the rebounds. That's what we count on. We need him to grab those boards tonight. Now, he does have 10 points in 8 of 11, and he has the double-double in 8 of 11. So when he gets the 10 points, normally corresponds with him playing decently well, and he gets the 10 rebounds, so he gets the double-double. And this is honestly just a plus 100, even minus 115 on a Gobert double-double prop. It's unheard of. Normally, you think back to his Utah Jazz day, he was like minus 500 to get a double-double, and I still think he plays enough minutes to easily easily get it done for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And honestly, the reason he's been, this is even plus 100 is because of how he's been shooting the ball. Now, his normal line for points is 10.5. I don't hate that. But Gobert this season only shooting 51.2% from the field. That's terrible. Now you look at his season average, his career average, 65%, and last year with Minnesota, 65.9%. The fact the guy's 15% less than what he normally does, and he's not shooting three-pointers, although he teased shooting threes in the offseason. I don't really know why, but in those games that Gobert did not get the double-double, he shot 2 for 8, 0 for 7, and 2 for 5, 40% or worse in every single one of those games. Look, like I said, this is why I don't bet on Gobert a ton, because he has those types of games. It's not like he's shooting mid-ranges. The man is right at the rim. He just needs to put the ball in the basket. But I think this guy is just eventually going to see some positive regression in terms of making some shots. I think this should be an easy one to take here against the Pelicans, a team that we've talked about, especially yesterday. But no, we'll talk about them plenty of this season. This team is just not good against opposing centers. 5th most points per game, 3rd most rebounds per game to opposing centers. We just saw Gobert 10 days ago, 17 points, 21 rebounds against the Pelicans. He dominated them. Zion Williamson did not play in that game. Who knows if he plays tonight on a back-to-back. And so we talked about yesterday. The Pelicans allowed the 4th most total rebounds, the 4th most offensive rebounds in the NBA. We talked about that with Jokic. He dominated, had a ton of boards against them. This is a terrific spot to back Gobert. This is a guy that averages the 3rd most offensive rebounds per game. So if we're lucky, we get a couple offensive rebound tip-ins or things of that nature. We can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, get the rebounds, get the points at the same time. I think this is a terrific matchup for him. Rudy Gobert hurt me good, man. I know you've hurt me in the past. I needed a double-double, 10 points, 10 rebounds, and you can check out of the game. I don't care what you do, but I think he is in spot for another massive day. So we'll ride with Rudy Gobert. He's over just a double-double. We'll take that as yes or over 0.5. I really like Rudy in this matchup. And finally, let's wrap up our Underdog Fantasy entry talking about these 3 fellas, which we've already talked about. A reminder, you can get the free square for Russell Wilson to get 1 yard. Not only that, you'll also get a 100% deposit match up to $100. It's free money. Take advantage of it. All the 3 picks I already talked about. Rudy Gobert over 0.5 double-doubles. Luka's over, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's over. $25 into 150, trying to 6x our money. Let's have a day. Let's have a great Saturday. Let's bring this bad boy out once again, and I will see you guys back again in the next one. A reminder, NFL video is already live. Go check it out. I'll link it somewhere on the screen. When the other NFL video is live, I'll link it on the screen too. Plus our long shot video. There's going to be 3 NFL videos for Sunday that you definitely should check out. So let's have a wonderful Saturday. You guys have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you guys back again Sunday with some more picks. I'll see you then. Peace.